Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 115 of Darwell20's Modern Skyblock series, where I am cooking up all kinds of cool stuff. As you can see, we are making large amounts of these things. Hooray, we're done. Put you back on single item mode. Boop, boop, boop. Nice. And now we take a look at Draconic. This was a lot of crafting, by the way. Like, I just sat here for a long time with the watch going, speeding up the energy core stabilizer crafting. But hey, we've got an energy core, so that's cool. I'm thinking we just kind of pop it over here-ish. I don't know if I have an exact idea of where it's going to sit, but I feel like, you know, right here. What if you just went like that? Hey, where's my U? Can I have you and put you in build to me mode? That would be super. Thanks, Chief. Oh. How's that look for a good placement for the orb? Does that look cool or like a little bit higher? A little bit higher? Okay, if you insist. Cool. So then I should be able to do that and then double undo. Haha! Love it. So the Draconic Energy Core, right? Looking good. Build guide active. Oh, nice. There's new layer buttons. Look at that. Ho, ho, ho. Fancies, fancies. We're going to set you to tier 6. Ooh, assemble core. What's that button do? Tell me that auto places all the blocks I need, because that would be super great. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. So you're tier 6 energy core, right? So what happens if I hit assemble core? Unable to complete structure, missing required blocks of redstone. Oh, okay, cool. So if I want a tier, do we want to go tier 6? Does that sound like a number? That's good. I said I was going to go tier 7. Let's just review the numbers here. For anybody who, you know, decided they wanted to know what these numbers were and didn't watch last episode. So 6 will be 356 billion. 7 will be 2.14 trillion. Let's just do 7, because why not, right? So for a tier 7, we're going to need 210 draconium blocks and 328 redstone blocks, right? 210 of you. I don't know how much that is, but we're just going to get a bunch, right? And then redstone blocks. We need a lot of them. How much do we need? So 210 would be like 3-ish stacks, right? Yeah. 128, maybe about 4 stacks. 4 stacks-ish. And then 328 redstone blocks, right? So that also shouldn't be too bad. And look at that. Oh, I like this. I like the new assemble core button. I do enjoy that quite a bit, thank you. Now that did I do tier 6 there or tier, I might have done tier 6 by mistake. Let's fix that. Make sure it's tier 7, right? Because yeah, we did 6 by mistake. So hold on. Hold your horses, everybody. As cool as that was, I need to do it again. That was fun. Let's do that again. All right, try that again. Assemble core tier 7 this time. I knew that didn't look big. I like it. Sweet. That is really good, because making this core has always been a bit of a nuisance, just because of like how much effort it is to place all those blocks. So the fact that he added a build core button is really pretty awesome. Like, really pretty awesome. I love it, and I don't ever want it to go away. And I never want to use a version of this mod again that doesn't have that. So let's do 4 blocks from there. Right? Cool. Nice. And look, it's a valid core. So we'll do 4 blocks away from each. That's really awesome. You guys have no idea how awesome that is. I don't suppose you're a... Yeah, no, you're a tile entity for sure. I was hoping you wouldn't be, but you never know. But I mean, it makes sense. That would have to be a tile entity, right? So that's good times. Okay. And that should be a fully functional tier 7 energy core. It has never been that easy. I love it. All right, build guide, inactive. Activate the core. And wow, that is awesome. Okay, cool. That is super cool. Let's deactivate you for a sec, though. Powered off. Okay, so I'm thinking the other thing we need from Draconic, the last piece will be the energy pylons. Doesn't look that bad. We just need an Eye of Ender. And we need a Wyvern core. And we're going to need... Did I ever teach you glass? Nope, I should. I didn't, but I should, right? So you're making the Wyvern core probably in the crafter over there, right? So let's get some glass. I only need 2, theoretically, right? But, you know, it's all good. You done over there, buddy? There you are. Sweet. There's your energy pylons. And then we're going to want some flux networks, because we're going to want some flux plugs and some points, right? So, theoretically, we just need 1 plug, right? And then we're going to need probably a few more points. Not too many more. Well, you know, not so bad. Hey, quest complete, Draconic Energy Core. Didn't even realize that was a quest. But I guess it is. Look at that. Sweet. Oh, you wanted me to make 36 energy core stabilizers. Well, I'm glad I did. So you can go there. You can go away, right? Boop. And boop. All right, so you're going to activate, right? Your energy going in, your energy going out now. Okay, so the plug will add energy to Direwolf 20's network, okay, with an unlimited amount, okay? The point here, which will remove energy from a new network that we're going to create called the generator network. And those of you who have watched previous series know how I usually do this. So we'll do 255, 0, 0, check, right? So now the generator network with an unlimited energy transfer, okay, is going to be red. Cool, so all generators will now transmit energy in the red. Cool. So you guys are here. Right, so instead of this, we're going to get rid of you. We're going to get rid of you. We're going to get rid of you. You are going to be removed, and you will be a point. No, you'll be a plug, adding energy to the generators network. 409,000. Nice. So you should be adding to this guy now, right? If I set everything up correctly, you should be getting lots of RF. Nice. Okay? All that RF coming in the generators network off that thing, right? And then you're outputting energy around 30,000 RF a tick for forge energy a tick out to everything else in my base. So that's not too bad, right? In addition to this, right, let's just, yeah, I guess what I'll probably do, well, now let's keep you here, Ultimate and Universal Cables. Can I just put the plug, that's what we need a lot of for adding energy, right? So let's get a few more plugs. You're going to go onto the generators network with a maxed out RF a tick. 283,000 forge energy per tick, nice. But you're draining out all the stuff, right? I just want to make sure that you actually properly drain all the energy that's being produced from these solar panels and everything else, right? Like everything is draining here properly. Let's see. Do I have any more ultimate universals? Yeah, I do. Just want to make sure that we are properly utilizing all the solar panel power that we have. You know what? Maybe I'll just disconnect you all together, right? Because you guys are ultimate energy cubes. Right? So what I maybe will do, we'll plug you on the generator network as well. Remove the limit. Yeah, you're draining now, which is cool. That's what I want to see. You're empty. You're empty. You're empty, and you're draining pretty rapidly, right? And then what we should eventually see, and I'm also going to make sure I sleep through the night. I want to get all this power redistribution working beautifully so that we don't have to worry about power transfer or anything else anymore. That's kind of the plan, right? So you should be empty now, in theory, or emptying. Slowly but surely emptying. Output 1.02 or 409,000 RF a tick. So you're working your way out, right? You're emptying, right? You guys should be emptying as well. Sweet. Yeah, everybody's nice and draining, right? Y'all are doing your jobs perfectly. Good. I should really, like, maybe consider cleaning this up so that it's, like, a little bit less messy. Does that sound like a smart thing that a smart person would do? It feels like it to me, right? You, Flux Plug, can go onto the generator network now as well, right? So you're pumping energy at a very rapid rate directly into the whole system as well. So that looks good. And I think those are my main generators, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's where a majority of my generators are. Cool. And I already have everything in my base that's important hooked up, as far as I know, to this generator network. So that should be good. So in theory, we should be cool. So you're now fluctuating around 50,000 RF a tick is being used to keep my whole base up and running. Keeping in mind that, you know, we've got this thing over here, which is probably using a majority of that, right? Yeah, 48,000 RF a tick is that thing. So a big percentage of that. But still, we have a net gain at this point of 515,000 RF a tick. So we're doing pretty good. Not too shabby, right? Now that'll be a little bit less. Actually, once you are empty, that'll be a little bit less. But we'll, if we need to get more power gen, we will. We will. I think we'll be all right, because our whole base has survived just fine for a while on everything we need here, right? So I don't think we'll have too much of a problem, but we'll see. Speaking of our void ore miner, it's been a while since I looked at this. Wow, you still have a lot of ore processing to do. Holy cow. Why are you not... Oh, because today I learned black quartz doesn't have an EMC value. All right, black quartz should not be on the list. Black quartz ore should not be on the list. Cool. Let's make sure black quartz ore. Oh, wow, that's a lot of black quartz ore. So let's do an ender chest quickly. Because what I should be able to do, if I'm not mistaken, at least, is fix this little dire derp. Because I think you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but ultimate logistical transporters do a nearest first thing, right? So anything that, you know, can't go into here will wind up going into here. Wow, that is a lot of filling. Any chance? Well, you're actually pretty close to emptying out all that black quartz ore, so that's kind of cool. That is really fast processing of ores. That is really fast. One rad matter furnace with a watch of flowing time. Pretty darn quick, right? And then once you clear out all that backlog of stuff, we should see nothing else going into here because everything else is going to go in here, right? So it prioritizes here. If for some reason now that it doesn't have an EMC value, it'll dump into the Enderlink chest and go into the applied energistic system. Pretty spiffy. I like it. Wow, and you have a lot of backlog to clean up, but that's okay. Holy cannolis, that is some serious business. All right, so you're back up and running. How's this thing doing? Right, and eventually we will get rid of this. Eventually we can have you running again if we wanted to. Like, maybe at a little slightly more efficient rate. Because I didn't really, like, make this efficient, did I? Its main purpose was creating cyanide ingots for me. We didn't really build him to be an efficient reactor. But if we need more power, we can absolutely do that. We have draconic reactors. We have lots of different options for power gen at this point in the game, right? But we're already up to 4.5 billion RF a tick, which is a pretty... Or 4.5 billion RF stored, right? 515,000 RF a tick still. Mostly coming off of this thing, right? This is 400,000. So we still will have a net gain of 100,000 RF a tick. And we're using around 50, mostly because of our Void Ore Miner. So now that that's up and running, right? Crafting over here should be a lot quicker. You ready to see how much faster this should be? So if I wanted like 10 wiring cores, watch how much faster this, in theory, should be, right? So you're producing all your stuff, and then you're gonna dump everything in here. And that shouldn't be too bad. You ready? Let's see. See how fast that is? It's much faster to do the energy dump, right? Super fast. Loving it. Okay. Perfect. And just to confirm, you are set to like no transfer limit for sure. Cool. Okay. Oh, and you know what else we could do we could do like a solar panel from, that would be a cool power gen option. Like a solar panel from whatchamacallit, from Environmental Tech. Those things are really powerful. Anyway, though, before we get into any of that stuff, I think we should continue along our quest line. So we'll make sure our base is behaving itself, right? User flux capacitor, huh? You are hurting for power. Why are you so hurting for power, flux capacitor? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set you to wireless charging enabled, which means you should wirelessly charge my flux capacitor for me. Ha-ha! Take that. Already full. Beautiful. Okay. Quest climb. Quest. So the next... So to get this quest chapter knocked out, there's a couple things we have to do. First off, we need controlling time, the celestial manipulator. That hopefully is not too bad of a recipe, but we'll find out. Celestial manipulator. Needs a clock. Needs a couple redstone blocks. And the expensive bit that you're going to need is an awakened core. Right? Nice. All right, so that would be, my friends, quest complete. Nice. Do we really only have... Oh, okay, we have a lot of awakened draconium nuggets. That's right, we couldn't get the awakened draconium ingots going because it is a staged recipe. Right, yeah. But that's okay. It auto-crafts the nuggets into ingots a lot faster. So hey, Celestial Manipulator. That's cool. I like this tool. I like this guy. He's cool. He can make it daytime all the time for me. So time, like we could do all this stuff. It's a neat little block. I don't know that we need to set it up right now because, you know, sleeping is not that hard. But it's still a nifty gadget. Totally worth having. You know what I want to have? Speaking of nifty gadgets. Which stone is it? So red and blue become life stone. Restores both hunger and hearts. So red and blue becomes the life stone. Do I have Eternalist on me still? There you go. Ah, thank you. That is beautiful. I might, because he does count as a bauble, right? He's the amulet bauble. So, I mean, technically I can remove the gluttony charm because I don't need him anymore. Which one of these guys is an amulet? Oh, the heart bauble. Probably want to keep that on. No, I'll just keep it in my inventory. But I don't need the gluttony charm anymore, so that works. Can you be equipped as a charm? There you go. That works. And just to be sure, you're still charging, right? Yeah, looks like it. Nice. All right. So now we have auto feeding, and I don't have to worry about eating ever again. Love it. Love it. No more potatoes on sticks for me. So quest book. So now that we've got that completed, the next major objective we're going to have, ultimately we have to create the Draconic Reactor to complete the Draconic Evolution series of quests, right? And I wouldn't mind getting an advanced dislocator, because that's a cool gadget, right? That is a cool gadget. Advanced dislocator. Could I have one of you by chance? So we need more draconium in here. And then we also need a chorus flower, which hopefully I will have some. Did you say this guy? Cool. You don't have a lot of recipes, that's for sure. Well, this is interesting. Functional rabbit statue, huh? That's cool. But you're what I want. Boom. And then upgrading you will get me 3 of those, an egg, and 4 of those. And another dragon egg. So you go in there. You're gonna go here. I love how fast it charges now. Definitely seems quicker to me. Cool. Which means that now we don't have to worry about teleporting home ever, right? Because I usually like to do something like this. Add new, we'll call it home, boom. We will lock him so we don't accidentally lose him. Ender pearls, I believe, unless something has changed, is the fuel. Do you know how to ender pearl? Yeah, do now, just in case. Out of fuel. No longer out of fuel. Sweet. Let's get some Eyes of Ender. Thank you. We're going to teach you, because going through this doesn't seem to cause that weird derpage. So hopefully the advanced dislocator also won't cause the weird derpage. And then we can get a transport system to and from the end. That's not too bad. The end. Cool. Sweet. So that's that. Right click to the end. Yes, you can, I know, scroll wheel to change destination, so you just have to right click. So if you want to, you know, changing it from the home to the end, right, and then just right click to get out of here. That's fine. Also, shift right clicking the UI and right clicking your destination to teleport is also nifty, right? All doesn't matter though, because we've got a fancy advanced dude. So I can put this away because we don't really need him anymore. And I would call that a really nice thing to have. Plus, it was a quest. That wasn't super important, but it's just a good thing to have. So to get Chaos Shards, we need Draconic Tools, Draconic Armor, boom, boom, and upgrades, which needs both these guys. So let's look into making it. So you just want to make the Draconic Armor set, right? So to make the Draconic Armor set, I'm wondering how crazy these recipes are, because I've noticed that they've changed recipes in this pack for sure. So it's the Wyvern Helm, which doesn't look too bad. And I'm assuming that all these guys are the same, right? So it's basically an awakened and one of each of the top tier cores, all in the Draconic fusion, right? So then let's get 4 of you, 4 of you, and then in addition to that, 4 of you. And while that's crafting, let's get this stuff, right? So I'm going to need you. So you guys basically need 4 each of this and some stars. So let's get 20. Should be good. Right? It's this one, yes. No crafting CPUs are available. So you are just busy, aren't you? Busy, busy, busy. Making all the things. Shouldn't take too long to clear out some of these crafting CPUs, I would hope. This is going to be the one that takes a while, the awakened cores, but that's all right. What I should realistically consider doing... hey, what's your beef, stranger? How'd you get gummed up? Oh, did I not... Single item mode active. What did I mess up here? What did I mess up here? I messed something up. I'll figure it out. I'll be back in a minute. All right, maybe we need to take this approach a little bit slower. Just because of shenanigans. So we need more nether stars, for sure. Oh, good, you have some. So let's get, like, the first tier Draconic armor set. So that's cool. Right? This one? All right, we'll need to craft this guy. Right, that should be cool. This should be cool. And the boots should be cool. Excellent. So we've got that armor set going, right? Now we want to upgrade this guy to here. So we're going to need... Let's do 4 awakened cores first. Right, so I'm going to request just 3 more of you. So you should be smart about making things first, or at least one at a time. The problem that we have here is that the nether stars are going in first. And that's kind of a problem. Because I added them. So, like, yeah, the trick here is that emerald blocks are not going in first to here. The nether stars are getting there before the emerald blocks. So here's a question. What's that recipe look like? So if we came to here... you troublemaker recipe, right? So let's cancel this for a minute, right? If I pop this in here, right, emerald is first into the block. I was hoping that, like, nether star might be the first one here going in rather than emerald, but that does seem to be the troublemaker. So he might be a nuisance. Because the problem is with this one, you need the nether star to go into the thing. With this one, you need the nether star to go to the outside, right? Or vice versa. This needs another star in the center. This one needs 2 nether stars on the outside, right? So that's tricky-ish. Yeah, that is tricky-ish. Well... we will have to probably... So what I'll probably have to do... Let's remove you guys for a minute. Let's put you away. Let's remove all these things. I'll have to come up with, like, a better solution to this. But for now, let's just, like, request 30 of these. And I'll get all the prerequisites done for the next craft, and we'll be right back. All right, I think we're getting there, guys. Yay. All right, so that means that we're getting multiples of these, right? So we should have a couple more going. Am I right about that? Yeah, crafting 2 Draconic Energy Cores. Crafting 1 more Draconic Energy Core. And that should be 4 Draconic Energy Cores. Perfect. And then we need 4 Awakened Draconiums, and we should be good. Alright, so 4U, 4U, and 4U, and we'll be right back. Alright, last one cooking. So that means we should have everything we need to upgrade these dudes, right? So it's gonna be 1 of each of these. 1, 2, 3, with this dude in the middle. Nice. Alright, not too shabby. And that's 15 million RF. 15 million RF just infused into there, like nobody's business. Like, that's how fast 15 million RF is being transferred. Told you it was fast. Right? Let's see if we can catch that. 71,000 RF attack per thing. So that's really quite quick, right? So now we should have Draconic Tier Armor, quest complete, Draconic Armor, Woot, and Triple Woot. Charging up. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. So I always like to shrink my scales down for my HUDs just a little bit. Like around 60 should be cool, right? Fade out can be full. Right, because I don't need those HUDs there, except when, you know, we're actually doing stuff. We're actually using it. So that's cool. And then when I take, like, some amount of damage somehow. Oh, that is nice. Alright, so no more jetpacking. Neat. Means we can put this stuff away. Don't need them anymore. And I believe also that means it's wrapping up point. Sorry to say, guys, but it's true. So we got to wrap up the episode here, but we'll come back next time. We will look into that quest complete now, right? So now we got to get Draconic tools and tool upgrades. It wants me to make them all, so I will, clearly. But usually I just use the Draconic Bow. I don't think I've ever really used the Draconic Staff of Power, but we'll look into it because I don't know that I've ever actually messed with it too much. But wrapping up point, so Dial 20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.